where we gave 8 eligible bachelors lie detector tests to determine if they would answer truthfully when asked some tough deal-breaker questions that typically send a woman running after the first date, especially the one we had. 6 out of the 8 guys were eliminated. They were all good guys, but each of them got tripped up on a question somewhere down the line. And then there was my man Topher. Topher did so bad on the test that he left my producer stunned. Well, so much that they came to me and they gave me Topher's results. And they asked for me to have some type of intervention as the CLO. So before I get to that, let's take a look at this tape they got for me.
I just want you guys to know you got a future superstar on your store.
Do you feel you're a better looking person than I am?
Yes.
Have you ever cheated on a girlfriend?
Yes.
Have you cheated on multiple girlfriends?
Yes.
Have you ever sexted another girl while in a relationship?
Yes.
Are you looking for a serious relationship?
So I'm gonna go with the flow type of guy. Like, I'm never looking for anything, but I don't run for whatever comes.
Are you currently seeing any other girls?
Yes.
Are you currently seeing more than one other girl?
Yes.
Are you currently seeing more than 2 other girls?
Yes.
Are you currently seeing more than 3 other girls?
Yes. And this is where I get kicked off the show.
Have you ever gone on multiple dates in one night?
Yes.
Do you see yourself getting married in the next 3 years?
3? No.
Have you ever let a girl pay for you on the first date?
Yes. It's 2019, man. I'm all about equality.
Have you ever ghosted a girl?
Yes. It was self-preservation.
Have you ever slid in a girl's DMs to ask her out?
Of course. Of course. Baseball, my favorite sport.
It's my favorite sport. I ain't gonna lie. Now, Topher, the thing about it, man, is you can't be mad at you because you didn't even lie.
Who's asking these questions on the first date, though?
Dog, these are women. So let me go over a couple things on this test right here. Are you looking for a serious relationship? You said you're not looking for anything exactly, but you guess yes.
I mean, you gotta keep your options open, kind of, you know, like, I'm a young man, I have a lot of growing and learning to do.
Yeah, how old are you, Topher?
26.
Yeah, you young, yeah. You got a lot of growth, yeah, that's it. So, Topher, look, let me just give a couple more of these. Are you looking just to have a good time?
I mean, I just moved to LA like 3 months ago. Like, what am I supposed to be out here doing but having a good time and enjoying my young life? Lord knows tomorrow I could walk outside and get hit by a bus.
Tomorrow?
I mean, I don't know God's plan.
Your dating life sucks. I'm telling you it does, because
it's fun.
Oh, it's fun now, but you're going to hurt a crazy person. And you're gonna find out how much fun it ain't at all.
I've kind of already been through that a couple of times.
Yeah. A couple of times.
Yeah.
You didn't learn nothing from that?
Well, the type of person I am, I'm very upfront and forward about who I am. Like, there's no guessing with me, so...
There's no guessing with you?
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you this. Has any woman, as a woman, ever called you out on your behavior?
Of course.
Yeah, and what was your response to it?
I apologize. I do apologize when I'm wrong and stuff like that, but at the same time, I let them know, like, I've been the same person since the beginning, since same person you first met, same person that first made you laugh all hard and whatnot, all night and whatnot. Like, I'm the same guy, it's just that...
No, see, let me help you understand that I had to teach to my youngest daughter the other day. Because a guy is brutally honest with you, you don't get points for that. The truth is a trap. if you continue to see a guy who's truthfully said something that's a deal breaker for you, and you continue to see him because, wow, I've never met a guy so honest, you're setting yourself up for failure. You're going to be hurt.
Wow, I'm not gonna lie.
Steve, you out here selling facts, man. Secret.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah. Yeah, he right. He right, cuz. He's right. I'm not gonna lie.
Man, these are secrets, man. What you doing? These are secrets. What are you doing, Steve? You dropping all the dimes? Come on.
You dropping all the time?
I'm telling all the secrets. I'm dropping all the dimes. You 26. Flip that number. I'm 62. I done forgot more than you know. I got 4 daughters. My job is to protect my 4 daughters from you. But at the same time, Topher, at the same time, I got a boys' mentoring camp so I can turn boys into better men. Since you obviously didn't attend the mentoring camp, I have a young man's mentoring camp too. I just started it today with your ass. So now, let me tell you what you're in the process of doing. You're in the process of working your way through several really, really good girls. When you come to the realization that you've wasted all of your 20s with this nonsense, this illogical way of thinking, and you get ready to then settle it down, you will find out that you've laid to the wayside already so many wonderful people. Now, it ain't just you, Topher. So now when you really set it down, and now you're in your 30s trying to find somebody, you're gonna start meeting some more wonderful women. Guess what? But guess what? Because there's so many of you out there, you now are meeting a bunch of women who have been damaged, who have what we call baggage. And you know where women get baggage from? Men who drop their hopes and dreams off on them and walk away. That's how women have baggage. And they get baggage from a bunch of people like us, man, who blow their 20s messing with them girls, but they mess their 20s up too. So what I'm trying to say to you, Topher, is you gotta straighten up and fly right, because guess what? One day, you said in the thing you want to have a family. But guess what? Suppose you have a daughter. So how would you like your daughters to meet you? You really are, because of your honesty, you really are a really, really good person. You just got it a little sideways with these girls. Topher, you ain't a bad guy. I'm gonna need some female backup to help me with you, Topher. Because I think man to man is one thing, but I think if you hear it from a female perspective, and I'm gonna bring out some women who, maybe if you hear it from them, just maybe it'll help you get there a little bit quicker. Please welcome Jaleesa Bermudez, Kim Caldwell Harvey, and Bridget Kelly. Hey, darling.
Hi, Steve.
Hey, Kim. Hey, Bridget.
Hi. How you doing? Nice to meet you.
Me as well.
Topher, this is called levels. Now, we off your level right now, but that's good. Jaleesa, out of all the things that Topher said, well, what is it that bothers you the most?
Well, there was many things that stood out to me that were absolutely wrong, in my opinion. But one has to be the fact that I'm such a traditional girl, and I've read your book, and I think men should act a certain way on a first date. So you'll see on the tape when he mentions this about making women pay.
Have you ever let a girl pay for you on the first date?
Yes. It's 2019, man. I'm all about equality.
Being that it's the first date, And one of the things that I remember you mentioned in your book that always stood out to me, Steve, is the 3 Ps, and one of them being that men should be a provider. So if I feel like you can't even provide a meal for me,
Yeah.
then what are we doing here?
All right, Kim, what are your thoughts on Topher?
I want to show this clip from your video about you ghosting. Let me see that.
Have you ever ghosted a girl?
Yes. It was self-preservation.
Dude, first of all, karma's a bitch, okay? So, yeah.
Self-preservation.
So sooner or later, it's gonna come back around. And here's the thing, like, I think it's completely fine to date 4 women at one time. I think it's completely fine to DM women on Instagram. But you have to have a little integrity while doing this.
Right.
And so if you choose to like have the talk, or even if you choose to not have the talk, you need to be clear about what your intentions are so you're not going around hurting people that are then, like Steve said, walking around with all of this baggage and potentially ruined.
I tell you, he's really a good guy.
That's what I'm saying. I see it.
This is really a good guy.
I see it.
I'm telling you, I'm on his side because I understand. Bridget, let me just ask you, what was it that bothered you?
What bothered me the most was probably how casually he's going on dates with multiple. I want to hear his answer. Can we play the tape, please?
Are you currently seeing any other girls?
Yes.
Are you currently seeing more than one other girl?
Yes.
Are you currently seeing more than 2 other girls?
Yes.
Are you currently seeing more than 3 other girls?
Yes.
When do you have time? And honestly, as a man, how much do you value your time?
Right. That part.
Because let me, Steve.
Yeah, man, I feel bad for you, dog.
Steve. Because here's the thing,
Yeah, when
right?
he eating your ass alive.
Because here's the thing, right?
Let me
In
just
my-
hold you, Topher.
in my mind-
Just hang on.
There's two types of currency in this life. You have money and you have time. For men, money visually is a lot more important. For women, it's time. We have a biological clock that ticks. We have a certain amount of time that we need to get ready. Everything for us is about time.
And we don't like when you waste it.
And we don't like when you waste it. So if you don't really want a relationship, why are you wasting time?
Why are you here, really?
No,
No, truly.
Well, Topher, just let me ask you this, man. Is there anything that's affected you think, that may cause you to maybe view something a little bit differently? Anything the ladies have said where you go, wow, you know what, man? They might be onto something.
I wasn't always like this. Honestly, there was a time where I could be struggling on my last dollar and I would give it to somebody. I cared more about someone else than I cared about myself.
What made you stop being that person?
The fact that I kept putting myself in rough predicaments, struggles I didn't have to be in. I thought to myself, well, if Topher was a little bit more selfish, you know, maybe Topher will do
No,
a
man,
little
let me
better.
teach you what this is. These are called tests. The person that would give their last is the person you should be. Because the world need people who would give their last. But let me teach you this, though. If you're willing to give your last, do you know that God will make sure you're never down to your last? See what I'm saying?
I definitely see where you're coming from, exactly.
Here's what I'm gonna do. Topher, since we spent this much time, I'm gonna do 2 things for you. I'm gonna bring you back on the show. I'm gonna give you a makeover. And I'm gonna send you out on a nice date, and I'm gonna see if you really know how to treat a woman. If you've learned anything from these beautiful sisters over here.
Topher, we're rooting for you.
Yeah.
I'm rooting for you. You have Steve Harvey behind
Yeah.
you.
Yes.
You know? It's only up from here. It's only up from here.
Folks, we're gonna get it straightened out. Big hand, we got a new man working here, Topher. Special thanks to
I
my
don't know
lady.
how I feel about that video. Mixed emotions, mixed signals. Goodbye.